Sims, fan favorite Maegan Martin, the Philly Phoenix Najee Richardson, and the real-life ninja and last year's co-champion Drechsel. And up first, it's going to be Brett Sims.
Uh-oh.
Good luck, man.
So coming into this thing, I'm kind of the underdog here, but you better not sleep on me because this is my time to shine. I'm going to show everybody what I can do.
Brett Sims is coming off his best year, finally made it to the national finals after competing for 7 seasons. And here he is in our skills competition. Up on the first shelf, but that's the easy part. Now he has to make the 9-foot leap to the second shelf, and he lands it.
Woo! Right there on the edge.
No problem for Sims.
You know, Sims is only 5'6", but he has no trouble reaching the second shelf. And look at his hands. Both land on that 2-inch ledge at the same time.
Now next, a woman who's always strong in the air, Maegan Martin.
Oh, here comes She-Wolf. Let's go. Let's go.
I'm always really excited when I get selected for the skills competition. I think it's pretty awesome because usually you're in a field of a bunch of other guys and you're the only girl, so I think it kind of means a lot to have them pick me and think that I can do well in the competition.
She competed in this event last year and cleared 9.5 feet, starting here at 9.
We know she can fly.
Just so
She's on that green light. That green light means one thing for Maegan Martin, and that means it's go time.
Oh! A great kick, but comes up a bit short.
Well, watch this again. Maegan was leaning way back when she releases from the first shelf, and her left leg actually gets in the way of her arm reaching out. She got both hands on the shelf, but couldn't hold it, and Maegan is eliminated.
And I got to tell you who's looking a little nervous right now. A man who's never done this, but who's ready to show what he's got. The Phoenix, Najee Richardson.
Look at Najee. That's a pretty big gap. You got this, man.
Spread your wings, Phoenix. We've already seen Richardson tonight in the team competition and at the Mega Wall.
We talked about his gymnastics background. This is a good spot for him to showcase those skills.
And look at Richardson, that gymnast form.
Look at him move there. Nice.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, I saw some power there.
He had to use his hands to stop himself, or he might have gone all the way through.
Well, look at how high he got. His head's 3 feet above the shelf, and he almost went too far. He had to use his hands to stop himself.
The Phoenix has just taken off. Now it's time for the man who owned it last season, the real-life ninja, Drechsel.
All right, Drew. Do what you do, baby. Do what you do.
You got it, Drew! I'm really excited to get back up on the Supersonic shelf grab. I gotta hold back a little bit because I gotta let you guys think I'm still human, but I hope to set a new record.
Drechsel made it farther than anyone in the regular season of American Ninja Warrior. Gonna see how far he can go on this.
Drechsel, we expect one thing. He's going wide grip here. He's kind of showing off his strength. You like to see him go narrow. Okay, he went in narrow there.
The real-life ninja starting off solid.
But Drechsel uses a little different technique. He doesn't fly as high up. He flies straight at the second ledge with force. There's no real arc to it, and it obviously works for him.
So with 3 competitors left, we're gonna move this second shelf back to 11 feet. And still with only a 2-inch ledge to land on. First up at 11 feet, it's Brett Sims.
All right, here goes the parkour extraordinaire, Brett Sims.
Really generating some big swings.
Oh, here he goes, Brett. They hit that. Oh, he couldn't hit it.
Looks like he had the distance, but couldn't lock down his grip. So Brett Sims out at 11 feet.
This is a good example of how you need perfect timing and precision on this. Sims had a good swing and the right distance, but watch his hands. They were both there, but his left hand missed just an inch, and that's all it takes to fail.
So up next is Najee Richardson, hoping to stay in this competition. We know what Drechsel is capable of, and that puts the pressure on Richardson to stay with him.
All right, we talked about that gymnastic background, Matt. They're used to kipping up. He's got to kip out here. Let's see what he has. Whoa! Okay, Najee.
And so the newbie Najee Richardson putting pressure on Drew Drechsel.
Well, just look at the intensity on Najee's face as he releases, and watch his hands come down softly on that tiny ledge. This is not an easy obstacle, but he just made it look that way.
So now it's Drew Drechel's turn. We know he can go 14 feet, but as we've seen, one small mistake and it's over. Wow, look at that power.
Wow, look at one big swing.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my.
So Drew Drechsel answers at 11 feet, and he is looking strong once again. Drew Drechsel makes it look easy, so what are we going to do? Push it back.
Take that thing back.
We're going big. We're going to jump it all the way back to 14 feet. Can anyone survive? We'll find out next on American Ninja Warriors All-Star Special. Welcome back to our All-Star Special. The sun's coming up here in Vegas, but we're not done yet. We're down to the final two competitors on the Supersonic shelf grab. It's newcomer Najee Richardson going against the defending champ Drew Drechsel.
I'm looking forward to just going up against Drew Drechsel. You know, he's a guy that I've looked up to for so long. I'm just looking to see how far I can hang with him. I'm going to give him a good fight.
Najee is a fantastic athlete. I've seen him do laches. He can fly. He's really strong, very powerful. He's almost got the same build that I do, and I'm really excited and kind of nervous to see what he's got.
Well, we're so confident these guys can do well, we've cut to the chase and moved our distance 3 feet since the last round. Back to the current record, 14 feet. And up first at 14 feet, Najee Richardson. This is a big ask. Isaac Calgero and Drew made this distance last year, but Najee has never tried anything this far. We'll see if the Phoenix can fly. Here we go.
And you thought Jordan flying from the free throw was impressive. Wait till you see Najee Richardson. He is all the way turned up. Oh, my goodness! He is all the way turned up. He is turned.
Najee Richardson. I didn't think he had a chance at this distance, but the Phoenix came up big.
Yeah, he did. And you remember when we talked about his eyes earlier? Just look at that focus and realize he's jumping 14 feet and landing with just his fingers on that tiny ledge. And look at how high his legs fly up. I don't know how he held on. Najee, chest bump real quick. The co-champ is up. The co-champ is up.
Drechsel has to match
The co-champ is up.
last year.
The co-champ is up.
He made this distance last year, but keep in mind, this is jumping to Shaquille O'Neal's 14 feet. Now has to match Najee Richardson. And here goes Drew Drechsel, hoping for another title here.
Boy, Drew Drechsel better go Super Saiyan on this one. Super Saiyan on the Supersonic. Super Saiyan on the Supersonic.
14 feet! How much farther can these guys fly?
I don't know, but look at this. Drew Drechsel looks like his shoulder's gonna get dislocated. But he sells out and goes for it, and look at how softly he lands on the other side. These guys continue to amaze me.
Only one thing to do.
Push that thing back.
Push it back.
Push it back.
We're going to 15 feet. And as the sun rises, it's time for the Phoenix to rise. Up first at 15 feet, Najee Richardson. Najee's 5'7", so this will be almost 3 times his height.
This is Najee's game, though. That gymnastic background. He's putting it all together here.
Well, when you see the sun rise in Las Vegas, it's always a night to remember.
Oh, he's swinging now, Matt. Impossible! Oh, man!
What an ending! The gymnast doing a couple flips on the way down.
Boy, that was like a 720 right there.
My goodness! But thankfully, he's okay after that. Goes out at 15 feet, but this crowd saluting the effort.
He was so close. He got his fingers on the ledge, but it's such a long distance. The momentum spun him out, and look at this crash. An upside-down backflip right into the water.
So now we're down to one. Only Drew Drechsel remains. If he makes this jump, he'll once again be the champion of the Supersonic shelf grab. And he is pumping himself up.
Well, Drew, here's your shot at 15 feet.
All season long, he's risen to the occasion.
All right.
Does he have one last performance in him? Oh! Drew Drechsel splashes down in the crowd on its feet. Like Richardson, he had his hands on the ledge, but couldn't rock it down.
Well, Drechsel had the distance, but you're coming in with so much force. It's tough to land on your fingertips. Look at the overhead, and you can see how close he got to closing this out.
You know what? We're not going to let this end in a tie. What do you guys say? One more try each at 15 feet.
One more try.
So leading us off on this last chance effort will be Najee Richardson. It is an impossible-looking 15 feet, but Najee had his hands on it before, and that dismount last time was incredible.
All right, don't blink. Don't blink at home, everybody. Don't blink. Oh.
He had his hands on it, just couldn't hold on.
Check this out. Look how high Najee flew. His whole body is above that second shelf. And here's the little things that can make a difference. Najee gets both hands on the ledge, but on his right hand, only 3 fingers made it on top, and he couldn't hold on.
We don't have a winner yet. To claim the title, Drew Drechsel has to clear 15 feet. If not, he and Najee will be co-champions. So here we go. Drew not wasting any time. It all comes down to this one jump.
Oh, and he's building up some big swings to get wings. Look at him.
Yes! Yes! And that boom you heard was Drew Drechsel going supersonic.
The champ is here. The champ is here.
15
The champ is here.
And we have a champion, the real life ninja, Drew Drechsel.
Folks, that's not special effects. That really happened. Drew gets a huge launch and somehow digs his fingers into that ledge and holds on for dear life. Give that man his medal. He earned it.
What a great performance by both these athletes, but in the end,